The other morning I was singing, and I was pretty into it, and I was excited and singing loud, and I was really on beat, and at one point, power off, back on. But the track I was recording stopped. I lost everything afterwards. So I said, "Oh, the Furman that I purchased doesn't prevent power cuts." And I thought it prevented these shortcuts, at least, like would pad some for a few seconds, but it didn't. So I just realized I need some battery supply, and not only for all the audio equipment, but for the lighting and cameras and everything. Cope with the distance. Business advices from a CEO on how to start your business from daily life events. Click like and subscribe to promote this video and channel. So, I've been quite emotional with Furman in episode 3 and 21, I believe, where there was no light in the box, and I had to purchase a light, and I didn't read the specs when I purchased the equipment from Furman, so I was quite unsatisfied because I didn't read. If I had read, I would not have had these expectations of having the light part of the equipment. Anyway, the point is that our emotions, either they're right or wrong, affects our rationality and our way to think and our reasoning. So we can convince ourselves sometimes that about something and it all makes sense for us, but it's all emotions underneath. And doing this channel, I can observe myself, and I see that with Furman I was very emotional and out of the normal path of of somebody reasonable. So it happens often in business, and when wherever you work in the company, it's awesome if you can realize when you're emotional and you can adapt and prevent the damage to others of your unfortunate behavior. So today, all this to bring more safety and more insurance that the gig will work, we purchased batteries. So I didn't go for Furman this time. I believe Furman is a great company, but the equipment the battery packs were pretty expensive. So I found one with Tripp Lite. So we'll see. Here it's pretty heavy. I'm trying to figure out what is the model. It doesn't seem to be on the box. Anyway, let's open it because that's the goal. And that's for the audio equipment. So the box has been opened before. So it's probably a return. So you have an owner's manual. Right? cables. I wonder for what. Ah, there's little cushions. A USB cable that doesn't work with Macs anymore. And the pads for... That's useful. I'll keep that aside. This I will not need. To say the least, it's heavy. Ah, there's the manufacturing quality assurance test. All the results, that's cool. Alright, so I believe that's underneath. And that's the top. Or the other way around. So at the back, you can see there's 8 plugs. There's also an in and out Ethernet, 24 volts at 50 amperes max. There's a USB and a RS232. All right. So pretty straightforward, really heavy. How will I put it? Should I put it on top like this? I think I'll like it like on top. I could put it rack mount as well, but I think standing up would be awesome. So let's do that. All right, so that's for USB. Now, this I got because it's a small battery. It's the smallest of the the series, but it's a battery, so it's good for the lighting and other accessories like the camera that can connect to it. So let's open that as well. So I purchased 2 for each of the LED spots. All right. It's so lightweight compared to the other one. And there's the manual. So let's... it seems of good quality. It's not the price of a Furman, but it's decent quality. Okay, so there's a step to activate the battery underneath. There's like a key here. The battery connector. So I guess we insert it. Yeah, if I push hard, it goes in. Okay, so there's a breaker here. there's a power. Here there's two plugs that are surge protected, and but they don't have the battery. Here the four ones here have the battery. So that's gonna be useful for the periphericals. And there's a second one. So let's do this again. All right, so I finally found the product number. It's the Smart 1500 LCD XL. After first use, big problem. You'll see by yourself. So that's the unit. And there's a power somewhere. Where is it again? Ah, here. Oops. You have to maintain. Okay, so there's a fan, and the fan doesn't turn off. So it's either you can have power and the fan is on, or you cannot have power and the fan is off. That can be in a recording studio. So there was no mention on the fan, unfortunately. Hear that? I don't even know if I could concentrate beside my equipment with that battery. So not a big fan of Tripp Lite products so far. But having that said, I've asked Amazon to return the product, and they said that the provider needs to approve the return. So I don't even know if I can return the product through Amazon. Having that said, the APC battery that I showed earlier in this episode, totally fine, not expensive at all, below $100. It's a battery. It levels the power. It's a great product so far. My whole system is running on it right now. Power is very important, and the quality of the current you can provide, and the fact that there's no peak and no noise in the power is very, very important to protect your equipment and to maintain the best quality of sound. Now I still have no real solution. I still have to find a good product for the power of my equipment. The Furman P1800AR that I have doesn't prevent against power drops. So I need still a piece of equipment that will do that. So I have to go in close to the $2,000 US dollars to get a solution from Furman. Try to find another solution.
Bad luck happens. Will happen. So be ready. A battery is like in a studio an insurance policy, or an insurance coverage, or a second plan, if you want. Power surge will happen, and at that time it will not be pleasant unless you have a battery. So be always ready for tough times in business.